this is 10 minutes or thereabouts of low intensity interval training. So getting out of puff and being on our feet, so looking after our bones, hearts and lungs, but without too much jolting and jumping about. We start with an energetic march on the spot, and we're doing all of these exercises for 45 seconds and then giving ourselves 15 seconds rest to get into position for the next one. We go from one exercise to the next with just a little pause. So we are marching. We're going to move towards a wall to do some press-ups against the wall. We want to stand arm's length away from the wall with our hands at about shoulder height. We're going to go onto our tiptoes. Don't do this with your heels on the floor. And then taking the elbows wide, we sink the body down towards the wall, face comes towards the wall. But try to keep all of your body in a straight line so there isn't any bend in your hips or your back. It's just a straight press up towards the wall, holding the tummy muscles firm. We're going to do that for 45 seconds. If you find the position you're in feels really easy, you could always take a little tiny step further back, drop the hands a little lower and try it from there. Next, we're going to do 45 seconds of squats or air squats. We're going to start with the feet about hip width apart and the toes pointing forwards, and we're going to sit as if we were sitting into an imaginary or an invisible chair. This is a move of the hips and the knees rather than the back, so try and keep your back straight. If it helps, look ahead of yourself. But we are bending the hips and knees, sinking our bum down towards the ground and then standing up. Keep your feet nice and flat on the floor, and if you want to really make your gluteal muscles work, try pressing your heels down into the floor at the point you want to stand up. If you push your heels down, they will help you stand up. And now we're going to get a little out of puff. We're going to combine walking with some punching, okay? So make two fists, have your thumb on the outside, and we're going to punch straight forwards whilst walking forwards and back. Up to you what kind of rhythm you make here. Just want to be light on your toes, moving the upper body and keeping your fists punching. If you know how to do one, you could try a hook, a round circular move that boxers often use, or an uppercut, which is a scooping move, nasty one. It's how to take your opponent on the chin or into the ribs. But what we're doing is we're keeping moving, keeping punching and keeping the heart rate up. Anytime you want to, take a rest, have a drink of water. It's important to stay hydrated if we're getting out of puff, so whenever you need one, have a little sip. And then we're going to do a move called high knees. No jumping here, but we're going to do a march, but bringing our knees up as high as we can each time to meet the hands that are out in front of us. So almost a little knee slap, if you like. One leg, then the other. Staying tall, keeping your shoulders back. Stand up as tall as you can. Bring the knees as high as you can, as long as it's comfortable. 45 seconds of this. Have a little rest. You've got 15 seconds of recovery. Shake the legs out, roll the shoulders if they're starting to feel tight or tired. And then we have 45 seconds of half star. Step out with the right foot and bring the right arm above the head, and then left foot and left arm. This is half of a star jump, which you might know, might have done before, might even fancy doing now, but this is purposefully a low impact routine, so we're keeping one foot on the floor all the time and stepping out one leg then the next. We're going to move the hips and use the glutes and the quadriceps on the front of the thighs. So we're going to take a wide step into a little squat and then step again, getting a rhythm going where we squat, step, squat, step. I'm going 2 or 3 to each side on each leg because I've only got a little bit of space, but use whatever room you've got to keep side stepping and into a little half squat each time. Okay, take a little break, some recovery while we move between different exercises. Keep the shoulders nice and loose if they're tightening up. And now we're going to do a back lunge. This is a move that needs a little care because we want to make sure that we're really kind to our knees. We're going to start with our feet hip width apart. We're going to step back with one foot and then lower the back knee towards the ground and change onto the other leg. So alternating feet, step back, bend both knees, but focus on bringing your back knee down towards the ground. You don't need to go too low, but make sure you're using both knees. They're both bending. Sometimes people keep the back leg straight and only bend their front leg, and that's really hard on the knees. So 45 seconds of back lunges, but really focusing on doing these well, being kind to the knees. Just 2 moves left to do here, folks. We're going to do a plie. We're going to stand with the feet really wide, way past shoulder width, and with the toes pointing out slightly. And then we're going to sink our body weight down. We're going to bend both knees and sit down into what's called a plie squat. Make sure you're not bringing your knees too far forward. Focus instead on bringing your hips backwards. If you want to, add in a side bend here, as long as your back's okay. If there's anything painful in the back at the moment, then avoid this, but otherwise, try putting your fingers towards your temples and reaching up and over with one elbow and then the other, whilst staying in this plie squat. Makes it a little harder on the legs and also means that we're working the muscles around the ribs and the chest area as well. And then finally, we're going to go out with a bang with a move called fast feet. Can you march on the spot as quickly as you can? Keep your back straight, try and keep the chest proud, and march as fast as your feet will go. Turn over the feet as quickly as they'll go. Try and bring the knees high and keep the arms moving, keep the fists pumping. This might almost become a little jog on the spot, but what we're trying to do is really turn the feet fast. Keep going, keep lifting the knees, go as quickly as you can. Don't worry, everything will wobble and jiggle, it will, that's normal, but keep going, keep lifting the knees, keep it going, hold 45 seconds, and we're done. Well done.